what were the challenges and rewards of adapting this book into the exquisite screenplay we now see on our screens?
Thank you for that. The challenges were that the book is incredibly rich, and in kind of re-engineering it for the screen, lots was going to have to go, so some of my favourite bits in the book didn't make it into the screenplay. But the rewards were, it's a long time you spend working with the characters and with the book. And that was a few years off and on spent working with characters that I never stopped finding exciting, and that I never stopped laughing at and never stopped loving, really. I fell in love with them all.
Everyone falls in love, particularly with Gemma's character, our lead. Can you talk a little bit about what, for you, her character really represents and how much you fell in love with her?
The thing I loved always about Catherine was that she's not a trailblazer. She's somebody, well, she ends up being a trailblazer, but she's somebody who doesn't expect very much of herself at the beginning of the film. She thinks that what she does best really is inspire her artist husband, and by the end of the film she's realised that actually she would rather make her own work than inspire someone else, and it's a very kind of compelling but quite quiet journey, and I think Gemma does that so beautifully. She's got a real core of strength without being while lacking. The character lacks confidence a bit, and Gemma's got that so beautifully at the beginning, the combination of quiet inner strength but a slight lack of self-confidence, and then she grows in confidence and kind of open blossoms, and it's lovely to watch.
Rachel Sterling's character, Phyllis, as well, another fantastic addition, and not really as present in the original book. Can you talk about the decision to expand her as a force in the film?
Well, there's another character in the book who didn't make it at all into the screenplay, called Edith, and Edith was a just gorgeous character, and some of Edith became attached to Phil, and so that character became richer and bigger, I think, because of that. So she's carrying shades of another character with her, and we all found that character very stimulating and very, very funny, and really wanted to see more of her, and certainly with Rachel playing it.
What do you think it is about that particular period of our history which still feels so relevant and captures our imagination so much?
It's so interesting that I thought about that a lot, why people are so drawn to the Second World War. And I remember being on buses in London years ago that were breaking down in the snow, and people were helping each other, and old people were saying, oh, it's like being in the war again. And I think there was something about collective experience. We're all very much broken down into individuals now, and I think there was something, even though it was a terrible experience for so many people, even in this country which wasn't occupied, and that there was something about the fact that people were in it together, that you weren't isolated in your experience. And I think people have a yen for that, to feel part of a community, to feel part of something. I think they did.